Lord of Destruction.
That's the only one I know of.
Let's see.
By I know of,
Yeah.
I mean it's the only one I can see to my left here. But
but Diablo, I've always appreciated it, but it's never really been my kind of game, you know what I mean? Like, I've never, because I'm not a PC user, I've never really, unlike some of their other games that Blizzard's done, I've never really felt the need to run out and pick up a computer, a gaming laptop, and play Diablo. Like, the only time I've really been, I've really wanted to pick up a Diablo game is right now with Diablo 2, because I know a couple places around town where you can get Diablo 2 for really cheap.
Yeah.
Ish. And it can now, because it's like 50 years old, it now runs on my laptop very well. It doesn't have, but Diablo 2, if I tried to play this on my laptop would like strain like it has never strained before, give one kind of like death gurgle, and then crash.
Doesn't that suck
horribly.
being a university student?
Yeah.
If I was not a university student, you have no idea how much I'd be spending on a gaming PC right now.
Your gaming PC would roughly be the size of like a water tower.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You'd be able to run the Starship Enterprise off it.
I can live off chocolate chip waffles and a gaming PC for a long time. We're going to take a quick break now, so stay tuned for these messages, and we'll be back soon.
After these messages.
Are you looking for a place to have your next social function, business meeting, get together? Maybe there's a wedding in your future. Why not check out the Knights of Columbus on St. Clair Avenue? For all your questions and pricing, please contact Trish at 726-1452.
Hey, all you hip cats and groovy kitties. You're tuned to the coolest station in the land. It's live, online, and in demand. www.chmr.ca. This is Mun Radio 93.5 FM.
Hey Rory, do you consider yourself a cool cat or a crazy kitten?
That guy is cool. That guy's very cool. This is 93.5 CHMR FM.
Stop calling me. This is the third phone call.
What are you talking about?
I've got the 3 phone calls. I've been in here. I never get phone calls.
Yeah, that's strange.
If you're listening, stop calling me.
Yeah, if they're listening tomorrow,
yeah.
the show
I
gets
don't know.
aired.
It might be Marty McFly.
This is there
or
we
Doctor
go.
Who.
Yeah,
or the Doctor. Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. I've instantly earned the anonymity of like 100,000 people apparently in all of Twitter. I'm sorry,
exactly.
I don't know Doctor Who. I don't watch the show.
You don't watch the show, yeah. I sort of have a weird thing with Doctor Who where I've seen some of like Eccleston, right, and then I've seen some of Smith, but I haven't really seen much, if hardly any, of Tennant, and like people get really mad at me because they say Tennant is the best Doctor. Whatever. So this is nice.
If I hear one more time that bow ties are cool, I'm gonna kill somebody with their own bow tie.
Yeah. I remember.
I'm not actually. Don't arrest me. that was an empty threat. I'll probably just say
Tom Cruise is going to come in. You're arrested for the future murder via bow tie of some man.
That would be a blue ball, wouldn't it?
That was a
brown ball. Sorry.
That was a good movie, Minority Report.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Never saw it.
You never saw it?
No.
It was awesome. Like, well, I mean, you know.
Does it have anything to do with Blizzard?
No, not at all.
Okay.
We are the Aperture. We aren't the Aperture. This show is called the Aperture. I am one of your hosts. I'm Rory DC.
I mean, in some sort of philosophical sense, I suppose we could be considered the Aperture.
We are the Aperture.
We are the Aperture.
I am Dr.
Anyway, I am the Porge Knight. My name's Adam.
And today's show, as Adam correctly pointed out, is actually ostensibly about Blizzard Entertainment. They're sort of a very well-known PC company. I heard this weird jingle just then. Did someone try to call you again?
No, I don't know where that came from.
Oh, okay. You heard that too, right?
Yeah, no, my
phone
phone's on silent.
Okay, cool.
I made the mistake of once being on Conference of Reason, which is an excellent show. Everyone should go listen to that. That's Rory's other show. And my phone rang, and it was really in the middle of the recording, and it was really embarrassing, and I will never do it again, so my phone is always on silent.
There we go. And
also, it's about 1,000 degrees in the recording booth.
So we said, oh yeah, it's crazy in here. I don't know what's going on with the air conditioning or lack thereof. That's for sure. Yeah, I know what's going on too. It's probably broken, but and it's really hot outside already. But so we sort of left off talking about Blizzard and Diablo and stuff like that. And we talked about how they sort of introduced expansion packs. You probably, like, listeners who know games know Blizzard for their expansion packs. Only there are like 7 trillion expansion packs for World of Warcraft.
Yeah.
It's almost unbelievable at this
now,
point.
It's interesting to know. I don't think a lot of people remember it now, just because World of Warcraft has become so prolific.
Yeah.
But Warcraft was actually an RTS originally.
Yeah.
There was 3 Warcraft games. There was Warcraft, Orcs and Humans, Warcraft, The Tide of Darkness, and then that had a bunch of expansions. And then Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, and then that had a couple of expansions. And then, 2004... It came out in 2004. Just want to point that out.
Yeah.
Blizzard made the most popular and a game-changing online experience called World of Warcraft, and they have not expanded their graphics engine since. They're using graphics from 2004. It's 2013. Pick it up, guys. You need to release World of Warcraft 2.
It has an unbelievable following. Mila Kunis plays World of Warcraft. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
Yeah, Mila Kunis. Yeah.
She's also Meg on Family Guy.
She's also Meg on Family Guy, and she was in that Wizard of Oz thing that they just made with like her and James Franco.
Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah, and did you see that sort of very awkward interview she did with the British gentleman?
No.
They apparently.
Do you mean Mark Kermode?
No, they had there's this British radio show, right? Scott Mills show.
Oh yeah.
And I guess Scott Mills for some reason wasn't doing the interview, the main host of the show. So they got this like British guy who I presume was like an intern or something to do the interview, and he had no preparation time. So he just ended up talking about beer and stuff. It's one of the more entertaining interviews I've ever seen, as it would turn out.
Yeah. But you know who else plays World of Warcraft?
Who?
Mr. T. Fool.
That's true. That is very true.
That's the worst Mr. T impression ever. I'm really, really sorry for that.
We'll have to get a sound effect for Mr. T, or maybe like a Mr. T voice changer. Do they make that? They probably make that somewhere.
Guaranteed it's out there somewhere.
Like obscure guy.
And
making Mr. T voice
apparently
changers.
Will Shatner. Mr. James T.
Yes,
Cook also
there we go.
plays World of Warcraft.
That was actually a better Kirk impression than I was expecting, which is nice.
He didn't actually do that all that much on the show. Everyone thinks when he talks he had like a stroke or something, but he was actually he was more like it's like the Enterprise is going onward to the stars, and everyone's like the Enterprise is going.
No, it was never. That was the thing. It was never in the middle of words.
Yeah,
it was always. That's what war is, Councilman. That's what makes it a thing to be avoided. Let
me put a little bit of a Christopher Walken in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he sort of like split it up in these.
I hid this tricorder.
It's very, very unorthodox pauses. Yeah. But World of Warcraft is obviously a game changer.
If you haven't heard of World of Warcraft, then please kindly step out of your cave and turn on the computer for a second.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
it's an MMORPG.
Or maybe you don't want to, because then you'll just create a sort of a stranger cave.
Yes. So it's an MMORPG, so that means it's a massive multiplayer online game. So you're playing with millions of people around the world. I think it is. It is the most popular MMORPG in the world. It easily beat out EverQuest and has beaten out all of the competition since then. Conan, Guild Wars, Star Wars: The Old Republic, Star Wars Galaxies. A bunch of other lame ones I can't remember have all been destroyed by World of Warcraft to the point where I think it has a monopoly.
Yeah, it's
or at least there was a time where it had a monopoly. Now Guild Wars 2 and like Star Wars: The Old Republic, those are they're looking to be like chewing away at the competition. But really, if you're going to play an MMORPG for the first time, 99% of the people are going to say do Warcraft.
Yeah,
even though I like Guild Wars 2 better.
Fair
I
enough.
think.
Yeah.
And here's my problem with World of Warcraft. It hasn't really been given an update, you know what I mean? It's had a bunch of story expansions.
It's had like small expansions, so like activities with your guild and stuff like that.
And so they've had four enchantments, expansions.
Enchantments? Wow.
Yeah. The Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King, Cataclysm, and the Panda one, Mista Pandaria.
Okay.
Yeah. And they've added on to the story, and they've added new player races and whatnot, but they haven't really changed the core gameplay. Now, when it was first released, it was a very good game, very well received. Graphics were good for the time, and the gameplay was good for the time. But it's 2013, has not been updated, at least to my mind, at all, like any significant way, and the graphics certainly haven't been.
I think in 2012, I want to say they did an expansion that. Yeah, it was 2012 was the last expansion I heard anything about.
Yeah, but it didn't change core gameplay. You know what I mean? It hasn't really.
No, yeah,
there hasn't been a big game changer.
It altered community functions.
Yeah,
but that's about it.
So they really need a World of Warcraft 2.
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to get a World of Warcraft too. Yeah, it's sort of, but thankfully they haven't gone like. We don't want to give viewers a bad impression. They haven't gone the Call of Duty thing.
No, where it's still a good game. They just haven't done anything.
Exactly. Yeah, and they don't pretend to do anything with it. Like Call of Duty,
it is worth playing. Although I will say, if you want it, there are other RPGs out there which I would rather play, like Guild Wars 2, and Guild Wars 2 is free to play.
Exactly.
Once you buy the game, you don't have with World of Warcraft. You have to pay an online monthly subscription. I think it is because Blizzard is.